You know, they say knowledge is its own reward.
You have gone beyond my teachings, which is quite a feat.
I did not think it possible. But there is always more to learn. I believe you are ready for the next step. Knowledge of truly powerful illusion spells is here at the college, but it is hidden from those who might misuse it. I shall teach you a spell to discern things hidden from others. With it, you will be able to acquire the texts you need. Bring all 4 to me, and I shall use them to inscribe the spells for you.
Hey everybody, Gameplay 4885 here. Welcome to more of the Elder Scrolls V Skyrim. Last time, we recovered the books and fucked over the collar. And in this episode, I've decided I want to do the Illusion Ritual Spell quests, as well as the Alteration one. Off screen, I trained up Illusion and Alteration. For Illusion, I decided to use Rally in the Blue Palace. It levels it up very, very quickly, which is awesome. Anyway, for the Ritual Spell quest for Illusion, you have to go on a bit of a treasure hunt. You have to find and recover 4 hidden books around the College of Winterhold area. These are hidden in different places. If you either don't know where you're looking, or if you don't know where you're looking, this quest can be a massive pain in the ass. Anyway, the first book we have over here, this is in the part where the mages are. It's common that the book may fall or be behind here, so make sure you're looking. Yeah, as you can see, the effect is basically the same as night vision. Honestly, I don't like this spell quest that much. It's easy if you know where the books are, but I really just hate the night vision effect. It just hurts my eyes. It's just so bright. But anyway, the second book, there's no real, what am I trying to say here? Order that you have to get the books in. You can get them in whatever order you want, whenever you find them. I suppose the main way you're supposed to do this the first time is to just activate the spell, and then the books will be visible, and then you'll just look around. Unfortunately, something that's annoying is that, first of all, this takes up both your hands, so that's fun, and it also requires the master tier alteration, the master animation to cast it, which is rather annoying, where you're stuck and you're vulnerable.
I'm working on some very important research, I assure you.
That's a third-person view thing. It kind of bothers me that the animation is the exact same for every single master tier spell. It's annoying. I mean, it's not exactly a huge problem, but I don't know. I just think it's kind of stupid that you do the exact same animation to cast and a large explosion paralyzing everyone is the same animation you use to create a... I don't know, it just always bothered me. Anyway, the third book I'm going to be finding is inside of the Arcanium, aka the library. It's on the left over here. Should be on the table, as you can see here. Sometimes it can glitch a little bit and it might be on the ground or somewhere around. You just gotta take a look a little bit. The last and final one is located in the Midden. The Midden is not a place we have been to yet, if I remember correctly. But we will actually in the future. Actually, now that I think about it, we're gonna go into Midden anyway in a little bit, so I may as well just grab it then. Anyway, collecting all 4 books will grant you the one of the master tier illusion spells, and you can then obtain, and then you can then purchase the other master illusion spells from Drevis. You need to have illusion at level 100 to be able to activate this quest, otherwise it won't be available for you, unfortunately. Anyway, we've recovered the 3 books.
I don't want to see you treating any of these books poorly. Are we clear?
From last episode.
Well, well. And you seem to be in one piece. Thank you. I'll look these over and inform Mirabelle if I find anything relevant. Night of Tears, eh? I remember this one. Well, isn't that interesting? Did you read it yourself? If I recall it correctly, that has some interesting implications. You should mention that to Toldir. And here. I suppose you've earned these.
Completing this quest will give you a bunch of different skill books for each of the schools of magic, including enchanting, which is pretty cool. Now, if you're wondering, you do not actually have a quest marker for the illusion spell quest until you have found all the books and you're bringing them to Drevis, so that kind of sucks. Anyway, you can read these for level up. In all schools of magic, which is pretty handy. Also off screen, I bought the Flame Glove spell from Feralda, since I reached level 45 in Destruction. If you want to be smart about it, it probably is a better
Hundreds
idea.
of years have gone into assembling them.
If you want to be tactical about it to get the most effectiveness out of them, you probably want to... Crying out fucking loud.
Of course.
That's not what I want to talk to you about. What I want to talk to you about is I want to sell back the books. Thank you.
I have a few things laying around that
Saving them for, you know, when you got the levels and high is fairly good idea. I'll just sell them, because otherwise it's just taking up inventory space. 5 cards in trial. Mirror, I'm keeping that.
Fight well.
Now we're supposed to talk to Tolfdir. Now, if you remember a couple episodes back when I got Vokun, I also got Kavazin's Fang. That's how it's supposed to be said, apparently, according to Tolfdir. He calls it the Kavazin's Fang. Anyway. You need to retrieve the dagger and use it to get a Dragon Heart Scale. I have one.
Always encouraging to see the younger generations embracing education. At this very moment, no. However, well, I've been working on something. An improvement on the Ebony Flesh spell. I've made progress, but then hit a snag. I think perhaps you could help. I need you to collect some dragon scales, and not just any dragon scales. As I've said, I made some progress using the essence of dragon scales, but they're just not quite potent enough. My knowledge of Skyrim's history is far from complete, but I did some research and discovered 2 things. First, there are ancient references to dragon heart scales. What little I could learn suggests they may be what I need. Second, there are stories of a dagger called Kavazin's Fang, said to be sharp enough to carve individual scales off a dragon. First, you'll need to retrieve the dagger, then use it to carve a few scales off a dragon. Presumably a deceased one. That would be wonderful. I'll be sure and have everything ready. This is exciting, isn't it?
Now, if you haven't gotten the dagger, by the time you ask him, you can just, you know, then the quest will give you the location, exact location of where the dagger is.
Wonderful, just wonderful. And it's just as I suspected. The energies need to be channeled back through the Nexus a 2nd and 3rd time. And that's it. I certainly think you deserve the first copy of the tome. Use it well.
This will give us the awesome spell known as Dragonhide.
Take a look.
Now, the idea, or the concept, I suppose, of it is also you get availability to purchase Mass Paralysis, and I'm just going to purchase it. So now I have the 2 Master Spells available. Unfortunately, I don't think I have the Magicka required to cast them. I doubt it. They're very pricey, obviously.
Next time.
Anyway, Dragonhide. The concept, I suppose, is you basically get the hide or skin of a dragon on you for the duration. It grants you 80% physical damage resistance. This can be very valuable for a mage class when you don't have a lot of armor. Man, for me, that's also pretty handy since I do get more resistances. Can I cast it? I can. It does cost slightly over 400 magicka, so... yeah. I think I'm gonna go for health boost here, and then... we'll see. Mass paralysis, as the name implies, is basically paralysis 2.0. You cast a spell, and when you're finished, you create a large explosion centered on you, and anybody that fails to resist will be paralyzed. For 22 seconds instead, in my case, 15 seconds by default, which is pretty damn
For
sweet.
generations, the college will be here for you. Did he now? Does he have information about our wonderful discovery? Is that the one about something buried beneath Sarthal? Something that men and Mare fought over? I'll have to make a point of rereading it. I don't recall the details. I just can't seem to tear myself away. Whatever this is, its beauty is like nothing I've ever seen before. If you'd allow me to indulge myself for a moment, I thought I might make a few observations. I'm sure you've already noticed the markings. They're quite unlike anything we've seen before. Aliad, Dwemer, Daedric, not even Falmer. None of them are a match. Quite curious indeed. No,
How did they
I'm
get
not
it?
sure that you're quite as attuned as I am, given my extensive years of experience. But can you feel that? This marvelous object. It practically radiates magicka. And yet it's unlike anything I've felt before. Archmage Aaron is already hard at work, and hopefully we'll have more information soon.
I'm afraid I must
No,
intrude. It is urgent that I speak with your associate immediately.
This is most inappropriate. We're involved in serious research here.
Yes, I've no doubt of its gravity. This, however, is a matter that cannot wait.
Well, I'm quite sure I've never been interrupted like this before. The audacity. I suppose we'll continue this at some later time, when we can avoid interruptions.
I need you to come with me immediately. Let's go. Really? Well, allow me to clarify the situation. I'd like to know why there's someone claiming to be from the Psijic Order here in the college. More importantly, I'd like to know why he's asking for you specifically. So we're going to go have a little chat with him and find out exactly what it is he wants. I'll be the one asking the questions. All you need to know is that the Psijic Order is a rogue organization, believing themselves to be above the law. They have clashed with the Aldmeri Dominion before, and I have no intention of allowing that to happen here.
There's a bug that sometimes makes it so Ancano, instead of leading you where you're supposed to go, will instead stay to the left or to the right here and just sit on a bench eating his bread. This thankfully hasn't happened here. If that happens, load your previous save before talking to him.
Now, you are going to speak to this monk and find out why he is here, and then he will be removed from college grounds.
Before you talk to Tolftir, then proceed to talk to Tolftir and leave and come back some time later. This will hopefully fix the problem. Otherwise, you're kind of screwed. Actually, level 46. Holy shit. Damn. I can start getting some really powerful leveled items now, actually. Like the Nightingale Blade and Nightingale Bow. Holy crap. I am 100% awesome.
Please do not be
What you
alarmed.
learn here will last you a lifetime.
It is good to meet you in person.
Several of your talents.
I'd simply like to talk to you. I've given us a chance to speak privately. but I'm afraid I can't do this for long. We must be brief. The situation here at your college is of dire importance, and attempts to contact you, as we have previously, have failed. I believe it is due to the very source of our concern. This object, the Eye of Magnus, as your people have taken to calling it. The energy coming from it has prevented us from reaching you with the visions you have already seen. The longer it remains here, the more dangerous the situation becomes. And so I have come here personally to tell you it must be dealt with. You set this chain of events in motion at Sarthal. You must understand the Psijic Order does not typically intervene directly in events. My presence here will be seen as an affront to some within the Order. As soon as we have finished, I will be leaving your college. I'm all too aware that my arrival has aroused suspicion, especially in Onkano, your Thalmor associate. Nevertheless, my Order will not act directly. You must take it upon yourself to do so. As you may have learned, this object, the Eye, is immensely powerful. The world is not ready for it. If it remains here, it will be misused. Indeed, many in the Order believe it has already. Rather, something will happen soon, something that cannot be avoided. Unfortunately, the future is as obscure to us as it is to you. The overwhelming power of the Eye makes it difficult for us to see. I fear I have already overstepped the bounds of my Order, but I will offer this. Seek out the Augur of Dunlain here in your college. His perception may be more coherent than ours. I am unsure. He is somewhere within the college. Surely one of your colleagues must know his location. I am sorry I cannot provide you with further help, but this conversation requires a great deal of effort on my part. Now, I'm afraid I must leave you. We will continue to watch over you and guide you as best we can. It is within you to succeed. Never forget that.
I'm sorry. Were you about to say something?
You can stay if you want to listen to some kind of funny dialogue about the Archmage and Akano being confused, but, well, my friends are not happy and I kind of want to finish the Delusion Ritual quests now, if possible. So anyway, this is gonna... I don't think I actually have to talk to Tolfdir to find out where the Augur is, so I think I'm just gonna save myself and ourselves some time and just head on straight to the midden. If you ask the Archmage about the Augur, he'll mention Tolfdir, and you'll talk to him and he'll tell you, oh hey, he's in the midden below the college, blah blah blah. So, yeah, I suppose that's how you're supposed to do it. If you want to go a shortcut, you can just go there and it'll get you where you are, but that's not what we're doing. Let me just do something real quick. Let's see, flame cloak there. That costs a shitload of magicka. Let me think. I hate ice skates. They are extremely frustrating. They're very boxes, and yeah, they're just annoying. Just annoying. Anyway, let's just keep going. Here we are. I'm sorry about that. Real life problems. Anyway, this is the Antonok Forge. You can find kind of a manual, or log about it. This is a magical forge that you can use to create new items. However, to really get the full benefit of it, you're gonna need an item that you're going to be only finding through the Conjuration Ritual Spell Quest. Anyway, with all 4 books collected, we are now capable of turning it into Drevis and gaining access to the illusion master spells. Anyway, there's a Draugr over here because in Skyrim you can't have a place without a Draugr. Anyway, I like the Flame Cloak spell because it kind of just, I activate it for a burst of magic and it just deals damage to the surroundings. I think it's going to be doing so much melee combat, it's just win-win really. So I'm going to just turn it off. I don't exactly get a ton of experience from it since it doesn't do a huge amount of damage. I mean, it does only about, well, huge and huge. It does do around 480 total damage. Unless I really, really suck at math. But, you know. And that is certainly a significant amount, but that's over 60 seconds. That takes a while. I don't know. One thing that really bothers me about the cloak spells and the rune spells is that they're not amenable.
There is no solace in knowing what is to come. Your perseverance will only lead to disappointments. Still, you persist. Very well. You may enter.
The frames aren't very good, but this is mostly just going to be me talking to people, so it's fine.
I am that which you have have been seeking.
You can't skip his dialogue, by the way.
Your efforts are in vain. It has already begun. Those who have sent you have not told you what they seek, what you seek. You seek that which all who wield magic seek, knowledge. You shall find this. Knowledge will corrupt. It will destroy. It will consume. You seek meaning, shelter in knowledge. You will not find it. The Thalmor sought the same thing, and it shall lead to his end, as it has so many others. The one who calls himself Ancano. He seeks information about the Eye, but what he will find shall be quite different. His path will cross yours in time, but first you must find that which you need. You, and those aiding you, wish to know more about the Eye of Magnus. You wish to avoid the disaster of which you are not yet aware. To see through Magnus's eye without being blinded, you require his staff. Events now spiral quickly towards the inevitable center, so you must act with haste. Take this knowledge to your archmage.
So yeah, that was informative. Part of a unmarked quest, aka it's actually no quest that you get, but it's kind of a miscellaneous thing you can do. It gives some nice rewards. Not gonna bother doing it now. Maybe I'll do it in the future. I just want to, show the exit out before I end the video. Anyway, exit through the icy vagina. Come to think of it, they really like that exit now in this game, don't they? And you're out. Every time I've gotten a level up now, I've tried to get to one of the mages or one of the things and, trained it up so I can just get maximum efficiency. Mostly I've done it with restoration and destruction. I've just used paralyze to get all my money back instantly to speed up the process. And since I already have pickpocket at level 100, I'm not taking hurt from the no experience gain from it. Anyway, proceed to exit and fast travel to the College of Winterhold, or you can head on out and discover some more locations. Anyway, next time on the Elder Scrolls V Skyrim, we're going to deliver the books of Master Illusion to Travis, and we're going to talk to the Archmage. See you guys then.